Hi, my name is Steve Sellers, and I'm your strategic management instructor this summer. I'm excited to go through the course with you. I think we'll have a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to a great summer. I love teaching strategic management, but my main role at WT is I work in the Career Services office, and I help students find internships and full-time jobs once they graduate. And since most of you guys are probably graduating either this summer or I would guess maybe December, I'd like to put a pretty big emphasis or focus on career services or job search for you guys, because my guess would be, unless you've won the lottery or something, most of you guys are going to be interested in a full-time job when you graduate. Some of you are probably already working, but my thought is you probably are looking to advance in your career. Maybe that's why you're going to school, maybe you're looking to change careers. So anyway, I want to put that component to this course this summer just because I think that'll help you, and I think we're all interested in you getting a job. And I always kind of kid with students, but I always tell them that, you know, we have a vested interest in you finding a job because it makes us look good when you get a job. So we really want to make that happen. And seriously, that is true. We're really concerned and want you guys to find a job once you graduate or advance in your career. Regarding the course, we'll use a variety of tools and methods to kind of learn as much as we can about strategic management this semester. We're going to use discussion boards, we're going to use case analysis, we're going to use objective tests and quizzes. I'm going to charge you with finding some strategic management news items and writing those up and posting them on a discussion board. And then for our final, you'll make a video about your career search plan that you have once you graduate from WT. So just wanted to give you some thoughts and ideas and maybe tips on some of those areas. First of all, on discussion boards, I'll post a discussion question, probably a couple each week that I want you to respond to. And then on discussion boards, what I'm really looking for is I want you to respond to your classmates and read their post and give value-added comments to their post. That's what I really value a lot, because I think you learn a ton whenever you read other people's posts and when you comment on other people's posts. And when I say comment on another student's post, I mean more than just saying, hey, that's a great post, or I totally agree with you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying that. But I'm looking for value-added comments where you add some additional information. Maybe you ask a really good question. Maybe you add an additional insight. So anyway, we'll do discussion boards throughout the summer, and I'm really looking for a high level of participation and really looking for interaction with your peers on the discussion boards. The cases, there'll be two. I'll divide you into teams, and you'll have two cases that you'll work out with your team, and then I'll give you two kind of mini cases that will be an individual assignment. But on the cases, just some tips and thoughts. First of all, if you're like me, I mean, I have to read the cases at least 2 or 3 times to really grasp all of the information. And so I would encourage you to do that. It takes a minimum of that to really get a good handle on kind of the facts of the case. And kind of how everything works together. So I would encourage you to read it multiple times. The other thing on cases is I would look for connections to concepts that we're studying in the chapters. You know, as we're studying different concepts throughout our chapters or our textbook, you know, those cases, there's going to be a connection between the case and those concepts. So when you're reading the case, try to think, you know, what concept is this linking to, and try to connect what's going on in the case to concepts from the chapters. In your groups, when you're working on your group cases, just know that it takes a long time for a group to come together and get their case analysis written. It's probably going to take longer than you think. So my advice would be start early. Start working on those as quickly as you can. Once you've read the case and you've done your individual analysis, get with your team and develop a game plan for how to address the case. I'll provide you guiding questions and some tips and pointers on the cases, but get with your team early, because it'll take longer than what you think it will to get it all pulled together. And then the last thing I guess I'll say on cases is I'm really looking for a well-written case. I have pretty high standards on writing quality. I want it to be clear, easy to understand, free of errors, and then I want you to fully address or thoroughly address the guiding questions that I'm going to give you for each case. So cases are a lot of work, but if you really work on these cases, I think it's going to help you understand the concepts of the course a lot better. Plus, cases are just more interesting. You know, the stuff in the chapter, I mean, I think it's written pretty well, but dry kind of. Cases, a lot more interesting, and I hope that you enjoy them. So I'm going to task you with finding news articles about strategic management, and then what you do is there's a discussion board that you're going to post those on at the end of the summer. So my advice to you is I would just start at the beginning of the semester, you know, looking through strategic management articles, just looking through the current news, looking for articles that are connecting or relating to what we're studying in the course. And as you find those, you know, bookmark those or whatever, and keep those kind of throughout the summer. And then when you get to the end of the summer, you can write up your best 5. You'll need 5 news articles that you're going to write up at the end of the summer. And on those news articles, and I talk about this in the syllabus, but I'm really looking for you to make a strong connection to a concept that we've studied in our case. I mean, it needs to be really clear that you chose this news article because it connects to what we talked about in product differentiation or you know, cost advantage or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for in those strategic management in the news articles. And let's see. Lastly, you'll do the career search video. You know, we're going to study a process this semester, the strategic management process, and that process lends itself really, really well to developing a career search or a job advancement strategy. So as we're going through this over the summer, just keep it in mind that you're going to be making a video at the end of the summer, and as we talk about each of those different parts of the strategic management process, try to think, how does that relate to a career search or job advancement strategy? And I'll try to point that out along the way as well too, but just know that that's what we're culminating, or that's what we're building to, is to develop this job search, job advancement strategy video by the end of the course. You know, I think that most students come to college because they want a better job or they want to advance in their job. So one of my thoughts on this course is I want you to walk away from this course, you know, with some practical, here's a job search strategy that I'm going to try to implement. Here's a job search or job advancement strategy that I'm going to try to implement. So I want you to walk away with this course with some practical tools to help you once you graduate. I'm really looking forward to working with you this summer, so I'm going to try to be as active as I can on discussion boards, and I'll give you my comments on cases and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to be as active as I can. Do remember that, you know, I do have a full-time job in the Career Services office, so I try to respond to course mail as quickly as I can, but you know, it may take me a little longer sometimes. If you email me in the middle of the day, I mean, I may not get it till the end of the day, but I'll try to get it as quickly as I can and get responses to you as quickly as I can. For those of you who are local, you're welcome to come by the Career Services office if you have questions. If you just want to chat about the class, I'd love to meet you, put a name with a face, all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's all I can think of now. So welcome to the summer, welcome to the class. I'm looking forward to working with you, and I hope we have a great semester together. Thanks.